suppose take us back to last week, scoring the winner in Adelaide United's first and only ever finals win. What does that mean to you as an SA girl?
Yeah, it felt really special. It actually was my first goal all year, so it was a long time coming, but it would have been nice if we had a bit more of a cushion in that game. It very much was defending for our lives at the end with only the 1 goal buffer, but I think we toughed out the game that second half, and I think we deserve to be in the semi-finals, so I'm glad we get the 2 games coming up.
And what confidence do you take winning a game in that manner, and also knowing you've got Claudia behind you that's in fantastic form?
Yeah, we really just had to dig deep, and I think everyone just had to stay switched on for 90 minutes more than anything, just making sure we were tracking runners. So I think knowing we can do that under that amount of pressure, you know, a lot of girls were probably very nervous for their first finals game. That it gives us a lot of confidence coming into this week, even though we probably expect ourselves to perform better with the ball this week.
Is there added pressure having the first leg at home?
I think it's better. I'm also very glad we got to play last week as well. I think we're feeling fresh, we're feeling good. We didn't have to travel to come here this week, so you know, it's a nice warm day in Adelaide, which I know Melbourne teams won't like, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
What's it take to beat Victory? It hasn't happened in the home and away season.
I think in both games we played them this year, they've scored late against us, and they've scored some absolute blinders of goals, so we have to be at our best to play against them, but I do think our best is enough to win the game.
So the question I was asking extensively before about certain teams having more of an elevated aura during the A-League season. Have you noticed this year, having played before, you guys are in that conversation now?
It feels like it, definitely. Obviously, you watch a lot of other teams play, and it always feels like once they're playing against us, they found another gear, which, you know, is a big credit to us that teams want to play their best when they're against us. So I think we've, deserved that this year, but at the same time, we want to show up and play our best against both the Melbourne teams every time. There's just certain teams, after a few years in the league, you always have that little bit extra drive to beat. Yeah.
Does it still feel like that? It still feels like that there are these 2 Melbourne teams which, for whatever reason, have been hard for you guys to topple?
I think they just have really good squads this year. You know, lots of teams have played well this year, but they've put it together over 23 games to finish above us. So there are teams to beat this year. They're the only teams we didn't beat this season. So, we're looking forward to doing it in finals.
Might be hard with him sitting there, but what's Adrian done this season? And I saw a few clips of him speaking before the game and before, you've had some nice milestone games to celebrate. What's the message been from him this week and this season, and how much has he meant to the group?
I think it's just about our belief. I think we all believe we deserve to be here, and we've shown it throughout the season. And I think this year it's just the culture amongst the players and also the staff has been really good. So no one's dreading coming to training. Everyone loves being here. It's probably the highlight of their days. So I think that shows on the pitch when we're playing and shows with the relationships between the players and the staff.